Hello and welcome to your website IDX training. I'm Danielle and I will be walking you through this training today. What I have here is a demo website with a fictional agent that we've created so that we can play around with the website freely and show you both the front side of the website that you see here and also the back side, which is the IDX control panel, which we will get to in a moment. I highly recommend going through your own website as if you're a potential client. Really get in there and test things out. You want to know how your website works so that you can help your clients use it and really get the most out of it. So let's go through this demo site quickly and I'll point out the different lead capture features that you should test out. And let me point out that this website is on the Dominate plan, so it has Eureka search. If you're on the Accelerate plan, it will look a little different, but for the most part, will function the same. So let's get started. The first thing that we'll take a look at is the search form. And the search form is actually one of your lead captures. I'm going to do a sample search. Just going to choose Auburn, house, 1 million and 1.2 million. And click search. You can see that my search brought back 6 results. And if I'm a client, and this is exactly the kind of house that I'm looking for, then I would want to know when other properties hit the market that are within the search criteria. So if I click Save Search, it's going to pop up this box. And I can fill this out. You know, if I've already created an account, I would fill this out. If I'm new, I fill out first name, last name, email, phone, and then click Sign Up. And go ahead and do this yourself, either on this demo site or preferably on your own website. And use a secondary email if you have one so that you can see the difference in the emails that you'll receive as a client and the emails that you'll receive as the agent. And pay attention to this because this is important. Once they fill out this form, they are creating an account on your website where they can save searches and save listings. When they do this, they will receive an email from the website asking them to confirm that they want to create this account and that they agree to receive emails going forward. So they'll have to click the confirm button in that email to activate their account. Once they save this search, it will appear in the property organizer. And I'm going to go quickly over the other lead capture features, and then we'll take a look at the property organizer. And that's basically the hub of the user's account on your website. So let's go back to the home page. I'm going to scroll down the website. And right here towards the bottom, we've got tools to help you find your dream home. So the first one is personal email alerts. And this is basically the same thing that we just did with the Save a Search. It's just got a different name here. So this name is more descriptive of what it actually does because you're signing up for email alerts. So it's really just repetitive, but it's there to help the user know what it does. Okay, and the home valuation, this one is pretty straightforward. And again, you can get to this from the home page, or you can go up to buyer and seller tools, and that's got your email alerts link. What's my house worth? You know, again, it's the same thing with a different name so that people, in case that doesn't ring a bell to them, maybe what's my house worth? Maybe that makes more sense to them. So they'll see it there. So if they click that link, either one of those links, it will take you to this form. And it's just a straightforward form. They fill it out. The form goes to the agent. The agent replies back with a home valuation or possibly a follow-up call or email. So that's the valuation request form. And now I'm going to go to a page that has listings on it because we want to get inside an actual listing. So let's just choose this first one. Each listing is laid out the same, and it's going to have these 3 buttons across the top: schedule a showing, request info, and save to favorites. So these are all lead captures. And then, of course, at the bottom of every page, you've got a contact form, which is obviously a lead capture. There is one last lead capture, and I want to show you that. This is just for Dominate, but let's look at it. It's a market report. If you have a Dominate website, it might look a little different. You may have your market reports in a column on the right side, but either way, there should be a button that says sign up for market reports. And what that does, this is the Auburn Market Report, it just shows data about the Auburn market. So what's been going on in the last 30 days in this market. So it's great information, shows the last 30 days of solds, new listings over the last 30 days. So when people sign up for this market report, they will get an email on the first of the month of every month for the previous month's data. So this is great information for someone who lives in Auburn, California and is considering selling their house or buying a house. So now that we've gone through all the ways we can capture leads on the website, let's look at the property organizer. If the user has confirmed their account, they'll be able to log in here, and I'm just going to go ahead and log in. I have created an account before, so I can log in, and so here's my profile. I can delete my own account. I can look at the searches that I've saved. I can edit searches that I've saved. So let's just edit this Auburn search. So right now it's got Auburn. Let's say I would also be interested in Roseville. Okay, so that added 3 more results. Everything else is the same, price is the same. I've got 1 million to 1.2 million, only looking at homes. And so I'll just save that again. And so now I'll start receiving emails for listings in Auburn and in Roseville. And let's go back. And here are any listings that I've saved. So for me, it's just the one. And this is it. That's the property organizer. So now we've gone over the front side of the website, all the ways that you can capture leads from the website and kind of how all that works. So now let's go to the IDX control panel and see what all of that information looks like on the back side. First of all, to get to this link, I will post a link in the video description, so you can click that and then you'll have to have your username and password. If you do not have that, email us at support@webn8.com and we will get that to you quickly. So I'm just going to go over this rather briefly because you could spend a lot of time here. I really want to get through all of this. I don't want to overwhelm anyone. I just want to touch everything and give you a brief overview of how it works. And then we'll do some separate videos. So look for those. We'll do deep dives into each section and really get into it. So first of all, this is what you see when you log in. This is your IDX control panel, and it shows the latest activity, what's been going on your website with people that are logged in. So as soon as someone creates an account on your website, you'll be able to see what they do on the website. That includes viewing listings, saving searches, pretty much anything they do. And also, when they create an account, if they've signed up for email alerts, you'll be able to see if they've received emails, how many they've received, things like that. So this just is an overview of what's been going on your website. So we've had a few people playing around here. If you have leads that you've collected from maybe a past website or a campaign that you've done, you can actually upload your leads into this control panel. And then, you can create searches and email alerts for them. But the same rule applies. If you create an account for someone on your website, they still have to get that email and confirm that they want to get that account and that they want to receive emails in the future. So that's actually a really good way to do it. That way the user doesn't have to go in and do the work of signing up and saving searches and saving listings and things like that. You can do all that for them and then just tell them to check that email, click that link, and then they'll start receiving email alerts that you've set up for them and things like that. So I'll show you how to do that. Let's go to the lead list. Let's manually add a lead. Let's say you have a client that you would like to set up an account for on your website. And I'll just call him Bobby D. Now, you can put notes in here, obviously, that no one else would see if you just want to put that there. If you want to add subscriptions, this is what you're going to do for the most part. We're going to add email alerts. Add new. Just do the search, save the search. I'm just going to put Twain Hart, save search. All right, so now email alerts are on. You can turn those on or off if you just want to save the search just to have it in the account. You can do that. So they're going to start receiving emails from you. Again, they have to agree to it. But so now when listings go on the market for Twain Hart, they're going to receive email. All right, and going back to this list, like I said, you can upload your list. If you need to do that, just email us that list and we'll upload it for you. That's actually not a feature on the front-facing side of this, but we have a way that we can do it. If you want to export your list, that you can do yourself. Just click and export. Low activity settings, basically when someone has low activity, they will just automatically delete from the list. So you have control over when that happens. So if you want to make it longer, that's fine. Just save your settings there. So that's a quick overview of the leads tab. This one is definitely the one that you're going to use the most out of all of these tabs. So we'll definitely do another video. So look for that and show you all the different things you can do. All right, markets. For each of your websites, we have built markets, and these markets coincide with the pages of the website. So if we've done price range buttons, then you'll see markets that look like this. And let's just change this to a longer list. So you'll see we've got each area. We've got new listings for that area. And these you don't really need to do anything about. They're just here. So just so you know, this is kind of how it works. I'm going to click on Auburn. So that's basically it. The market is Auburn. So it's all of Auburn, all property, condos and houses. If you want to add lots and land, we can do that. A lot of people do. So that's just a customization. You can do it yourself, or you can let us know and we'll do it for you. It's just going to determine which types of properties are displayed on that page. So we'll go to the front side page for Auburn. Right now we've got 109 results, and that's just showing homes and condos. I've added lots and land, so let's save that. Come back over here, refresh the page. Now we've got 236 results. So obviously there are many lots available in this area, and that drastically increased the number. So if you're interested in selling lots, this is definitely for you. If you're not, then you can leave that off, and then people won't be distracted by all these extra listings. They'll be able to see just the homes and condos. So that's just one of the settings that we can change there. So if you need to make changes to markets, that's pretty easy to do. If you need to add new markets, that is a different story because we have to build a page to put the market on. So that's actually a lot more complex. So if you need a new market, let us know. We'll do that for you. But if you need to edit a market, feel free to do that here. Okay, listings. These are just your listings. Your active listings are going to show up here. So nothing you need to do here unless you need to manually add a listing, which you can do here. And you basically just follow the steps. It's going to walk you through it. Fill out the form. You can add photos. So it's pretty self-explanatory. So also, let's go here. If you want to show your sold listings, this is where you do that. From the time you have your website with us, it's going to keep up with your solds that happen from that point forward. The website will know, and they'll be here. If you have solds from before and you want to add them, you can manually add them here. So you have to turn off automated solds first. Save that. Now, when you go back here, you can add manually your sold listings. So basically, again, just kind of fill out the form. It's going to walk you through it. You can add as much information as you want. You don't have to fill it all out. It's up to you. So once you've added these, if you do add previous solds, I would go back and then change it back to automatically add solds, because then it's going to add new sold going forward. So that is pretty much it for the listings tab. Again, pretty simple. Let's go here to reports. So you can look at different things, email activity. So 102 emails have been sent from this website. Here's who they've gone to, when they went, what they were about, if they were about a certain market. Okay, and then organizer activity. This was us today. You can see what's been going on. You can see some other tests that we've done. And obviously this is just for these few days. So if you want to change that, you can start back here, submit that, you'll get more results. All right, saved properties. And in the last 3 days, we've had one saved property, and it was me, and I saved this property. We can look at the property if we want to, but let's hit back. Leads and contacts. This, again, if you want to go back, maybe to the beginning, you can get them all here. So from this list, you can click to email this person, you can manage their account, you can see what they said, when they sent the message. This is almost like a mini CRM. It definitely doesn't have all the capabilities of a CRM, but it's a good place to manage your leads. Setup is kind of where you manage your profile or account. You can go to my account. This is your address, website URL, obviously. You can change your password here. This will show the board that you're on. Integrations does not really apply, but if you do click integrations, there are some integrations you can do for different things. Some CRMs like LionDesk. So there's some cool integrations you can look into here. We won't get into that right now. WordPress plugin, this is not anything that you'll need. Alert and email settings, so if you want to receive new leads by email, obviously that's going to happen. If you want to also receive it by text, you click yes, that is already going to be set that way. If you don't want to get both, turn off the text there. Advanced routing, probably won't use that. Search settings, we can pretty much skip that. Location customization is going to be different for every MLS, so we're not going to go over that right now. It's not something that you really need to worry about. Search cities, this is specific to Dominate websites. We can select which cities drop down automatically in the search bar. You may have noticed that here. When you go to search, it drops down the specific cities that this agent works in. Open house settings, if you don't want to display open houses, you don't have to. Most agents do. And map search. I wouldn't recommend touching any of this because it could affect the way that your website displays negatively. So leave that one alone. Okay, listing settings. You can read through this, see if there's anything that you think you'd like to change. Property details, same thing. Like if you don't want to show the schools link, you could turn that off, but you probably will just leave all of this to the defaults. Okay, lead capture. This is something that you might actually want to play around with. This is the strength of which you're asking, to create an account to sign in. Right now we have it set to low settings, so we're not forcing anyone to sign in. We're not even really asking them that much. So you can go stronger on these settings, and you can actually get specific and say you want to ask them to sign up after they've looked at 10 pages of search results, or after they've viewed 3 property details, and then you just save that. So that's up to you. Most people go with the hands-off approach. They don't want to be too pushy because people can look at listings on other websites. It's easy for them to go to Zillow or Trulia or Realtor.com. So don't make it too hard for them. But you can play around this and see what works, and kind of watch your traffic and see what kind of results you're getting from the different options. Contact forms. Don't need to do anything with that one. And property organizer, this is if you want people to have to create a password when they create an account, you would turn that to on. Right now, it's just they can just log in with their email address. And this does not apply. So that's it for the setup. Communications. Again, this is a Dominate only feature, and this can get pretty in-depth, so I'm not really going to go into detail with this, but you can create customized campaigns, follow-ups, emails that go out to your leads here. You can create as many as you want. These are some suggested ones that you can use. So we'll do another video about this. This is called marketing automation. And it's, like I said, it's pretty involved, so we're not going to go over it here. But yeah, it's a neat tool, but again, it's only for Dominate. And that is it. This just links you back to your website. So we have gone through the entire control panel. Hopefully that wasn't too much to take in. You can always watch the video back if you couldn't follow along. Thanks for watching, and always contact us if you need any help.